Hi everyone, welcome one last time to the Thrones World Cup. We are going to watch the final game between Austria and China. So they have played all eight, but the result is 4-4 after 8 rounds. So they get to play an extra game, sending their champions, and it's supposed to start in a few minutes. We have Saraaa and Hannes here. Hello.
Hi.
Hi,
And
and thanks for streaming.
yeah, of course, I wouldn't miss this. So we're going to see two champions and look at the players they have available here. So Austria has absolute powerhouses like Reinhard, like Denis. Nikolaus Mölders has won most of his games, some really impressively. The last one I thought it was a really bad matchup, and it was one of the most convincing wins ever. And so on, just all the way down to their worst player in this tournament, who was Stalek finalist just recently. So that's the worst they can do, which is pretty impressive. And honestly, it's the same for China. I mean, they have Bing, who played against us in the top eight, the decisive game. So he is considered to be the best Chinese player. That's what I heard from them, basically. Uh, Internationally, I mean, that could be said as well, but they have the Super Duck, who is just recently has won the online world. So I mean, he is absolutely fantastic. Hero keeps winning the Champions of Westeros King of Swiss title, and I think he's still in it for this one, right? The chance to win it. Then they have the person who won the Nanjing regionals just recently with Night's Watch. All amazing options. So yeah, not sure who they're sending. I guess it depends on the deck, and yeah, it's about to start. So we'll see. I couldn't make a good prediction. I had about five realistic options for China. I'm speculating they're not gonna send Targaryen because hasn't been doing well. But I mean, all the other decks really have been winning. And for Austria, I had I was looking at three options more likely than the others, but really, I mean, could they send Martell, Hollow Hill? They could, right? They could send Greyjoy Winter. I mean, it's also top decks, so I don't know what we're going to see, but we're going to find out very, very shortly.
Yeah, I was saying before I saw that uh, Gabby was actually practicing with both Dennis and Reinhardt on the Iron Throne in private games. And that would be an unusual choice because he's not one of the big names, but still
He's a
had a solid record in this tournament. And
decently big name, to be fair,
I don't
and
know,
made the cut
yeah.
at the online worlds. But the deck, I don't think they would. They
But
were considering their deck as the best, but maybe it has good matchups against the usual suspects from the Chinese side, so it's possible.
I can't quite predict how that deck, because it's not a usual deck. And it's not
Mm.
completely usual Baratheon deck, so it's hard to say. Yeah.
Okay, so hi guys.
Hi, Connor.
So maybe let me just briefly take this moment before we start to thank you, Miha, for streaming a lot, to all participants, and especially to all the captains who kept their teams together. And I think you did really, really well in cooperation in getting all the nominations through. So with some minor hiccups in the group stages, I think it was really, really easy to manage. So I think I speak for all the organizers to say thanks to all players, thanks to all captains, and yeah, particular thanks for streaming a lot, Miha. And well, yeah, and from my personal also thanks to all the co-organizers. I think we had a really nice division of labor that was really, really helpful to me. So for me, that was yeah, a really, really great World Cup. This was really how I hoped it would go. And therefore, I'm super happy that it basically is as exciting as it can be until the last moment. So thanks for that.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's been a really good World Cup. Basically, we had one problem that we couldn't entirely overcome. That was the 19 number of teams. You can't split them into groups too well. But I think we did all right. The way we handled the cut was okay. And actually, I think this is the final is the only repeat of any match that was already played in the group stage. So we managed to do it in a way that teams avoided each other, avoided playing each other for the second time. So yeah, and then the two best teams meeting in the final. I think that's been really good. Also, 19 teams, decent. Hopefully, we can get 20 next year, so that it works out a bit better.
Yeah, and definitely a huge thank you.
Actually,
from
one
all of
thing,
us.
maybe also Sarah, you as a player, what do you think? And what one feature that I didn't expect to be cool, but which I liked, was this best team can pick their opponent. So now I would be interested, yeah, how you see it as a player, Sarah, and also all those who are listening, how they perceive that. I thought it had a nice touch to it, but yeah, maybe I don't know if you saw it differently.
Yeah, I like that. I think it was fun for us. We weren't in the running for picking, but it was fun to speculate who might pick us. And I think it's more fair than just getting assigned a stronger team for winning, right? So it feels like the last team mattered more.
Yeah, that was one of the really good things to have smart co-organizers. I would have gone for, yeah, bad luck, whatever, and then I would have paired them. And then, yeah, smart people came up with a good choice. And I think it was a good idea.
In the end, I think everyone won their games, right? All the top seeds, but it was quite close in some of them.
Yeah, but very nice tournament for me. I enjoyed it a lot, and huge thank you for the organizers. It was pretty smoothly run.
Well, there's our decks. So we have Gabi, like we speculated, or like you speculated, Sarah. So Bara Wars against Martell Hollow Hill. I don't know that if the choice was basically how to beat Reinhardt, then okay, Martell Hollow Hill. I saw Reinhardt playing this a few weeks ago or months ago in Champions of Westeros in a really, really close game. But now it's against Bara, and Bara can run into problems with draw so that everything gets reset and then they don't have anything. But it can also win remarkably quickly.
Yeah, and also I have a question. They have in the blood deck, I think King in the North, right?
Yes.
So that's a really good one, I think, against Martell Hollow Hill. And is there supporting the Fate in the blood deck?
Interesting.
Ooh.
So I don't think there is a close call, but you cannot go first. Okay, so Martell goes first just to make sure they die. And now air fizzles. But Martell is stuck going first with Morgulis there. So no econ though.
Okay, that's already a tough start, almost for both sides, but yeah, that's hard.
Yeah, not very pleasant here for Baratheon, unfortunately. Nothing duped and some key cards gone, and now 4 gold. You can't play Robert here and just start getting power.
Also,
Red
one
Priest
interesting
is a good
thing.
one.
Yeah, that's always. But one interesting feature I think of this, let's say Chinese version of Martell Hollow is that they played, I think, 2 copies of Condemned, which often European players don't. And this might actually also be an advantage in this matchup here, that you at least then have a better control on power challenges.
Yeah, in generally, I felt that was a very good choice from Chinese meta to include that attachment because in many games I think Martell struggles a bit. For example, when I play with Stark, it struggles a little bit with playing. Basically playing the power challenge at the end, winning the power challenge. Sorry.
Okay, so Last of the Giants into whatever was there. Could be several different cards. Is probably now not going to happen unless there were 2. And I think Red Priest is free to kill Grimblood Trader, then Bing has a choice whether it's worth marching Red
Goes
Priest or
for
not.
intrigue, rather.
Oh, maybe there's a
Viperize?
or a vengeance.
Yeah.
He didn't want
Burning.
burning as well there. Well, the fact that Martell is winning on power and basically equal on cards after playing Morgulis, the only downside for Martell really is that Morgulis is spent and there's no stranger, so now it will take a while before the next Morgulis hits. So you'd need to Varys in the meantime if you wanted to reset again.
Yeah, is it then worth to march Red Priest, you think?
Depends if the combo is there. If Varys and Last of Giants is there, then yeah, you might as well, right? Coppers into gates.
Bara runs, so Austria runs at the Tower of Joy. That would have been a good counter in the start, I guess, to
Okay.
keep maybe Solis or something, or the Delana, depending on what they have.
Yeah,
But
looks
maybe
like
they didn't expect a super aggressive Morgullis.
yeah, he drew the dupe for the Lena, so maybe that would be good. He would have that duped. I mean, he discarded for reserve right that.
There's also first now, by the way.
To get rid of that Red Priest.
Yeah, previous two times when I watched this deck or played against it, first now was played in round 1 actually.
It's actually, I think, the second game, at least the second game, where China opens on Morgullis. I think in the Greyjoy versus Nightwatch matchup, they also Morgullis the two Botley's crew. And it turned out back then it was the right choice. And we'll see if it was the right call here again.
Well, red keep is extremely crucial. If you can defend this, that's a source of cards that is going to stay. But you can get rid of it as Martell, so you can get rid of it through Condemned, through strong characters, or through Lay Waste eventually.
Well, Venomous Blade will just get rid of the priest anyway.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, Last of the Giant goes back to hand then for the next phase.
Yeah, and if that brings, let's say, Jukan Hagar, kill Alistair. I still have first now where nothing survives. Venom's Blade gets recycled. It's not very good for Baratheon. Although we still have 2 copies of Mad King's Command to be played in this game at some point, so it's not concluded too quickly.
Does Gabi play air twice?
I think he does, yes.
Yeah. If you leave Alistair alive somehow, if you keep him alive, I think that may be the play next round. Get that Robert to go quickly.
Yeah, if you're allowed to go quickly though. Could be some first now into March threat, could be a Secret Pact on him, could be the Condemned on him, could be Jukan Hagar on him.
But if you get Azor Ahai does get around Secret Pact.
Yeah. Okay, so is this Lysa? Okay.
Ooh.
So that was probably the combo that Gabi didn't like. Is it going to take a character or is she going to take the red keep? It's going to take Alistair, which can now kneel the military icon for what it's worth. Now surely you defend defend the red keep. I mean it looks guaranteed anyway.
Doesn't bother with intrigue.
Okay, Viperize sucks, but you'll be able to draw 2 at the end of the phase. Well, if that's the best card in hand, that's trouble. That was not an impactful card in this matchup.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Well, but the red keep now draws, so now it's not going to be playing against an empty board all the time because there will be a source of cards if he can keep protecting it.
Yeah, interesting choice. So should he have taken? How should he have taken? Would you have taken the red keep, Miha, with Lysa?
Yeah, if you don't have lay waste to get rid of it permanently in that way, then possibly, yeah. Because that's a way to win, right? If you deny the draw, I mean there was what four cards in hand plus Viper Eyes plus Intrigue Claim, then Bara just has nothing, it seems. And now there's some threat of actually denying it.
So he didn't marshal anything. So I guess he didn't have
Wow.
anything that would survive for snow. That's really sad. He's not gonna defend the red keep now.
Yeah. And our reserve one. Okay, but then remarshal all the shots, I guess. One gold is that going to... Okay. No gold, never mind. That's the second one. So that plan, get Robert and just go ridiculously quickly. Not happening in this game, I don't think. Have to grind it out. But it is already 5-3. So, how about that Mad King's Command prospect? 11 cards in hand. China has another coppers, I think, and a siege preparations, so we're not denying the cards if you go Mad King's Command.
What's the highest decon that Baratheon has left?
Not sure. All the Delena dupes, I mean, if she was in play duped, that would have been pretty decent.
King in the north would be for 5 gold. The others are mostly 4 gold plots. And Morghulis.
This card's slay waste. Didn't think it would be worth saving it for the dominance. He had 1 gold theoretically to play it.
Okay, and Mad King's Command, actually, I wonder if one of the players will be sorry for not delaying it, and which one. Potentially Gabi, I guess, but we'll see.
Yeah, but I think it was a mind game that Bing won here, right? I mean, he probably speculated that Gabi would play it. Therefore, he played his because he doesn't want to have to play it again against himself mostly. But yeah, if Gabi had speculated that maybe Bing would do it and then he doesn't, then yeah, he has another round where he has all his cards. So
And
yeah.
cancelling the reducer, that potentially has stopped something coming in. 3 characters, 1 net and 1 gold left. That could be foreseen in Flames in theory, I guess. I mean, having seen in Flames as first player, then the opponent has 3 cards and you discard Secret Schemes with your first action. That's not the worst play you can do. Actually. There goes the rule, alright.
Yep. Oh, that's not looking good for Austria.
Yeah, unfortunately,
Oh.
this seems like it maybe borderline lost, right? I don't know.
I mean, with Condemned in play and the Venomous Blade that's coming back and killing all the small shots, I don't see, even if he gets one of the big guys in, like, you know, what are you gonna do there?
Yeah. I wonder if this is... I mean, it seems like it's not the best matchup anyway, but the start was really bad here. The fact that the characters that were set up were unique, that are 3 copies in the deck, is not the best. And then just the fact that Warhammer was taken for his Viper Eyes means the draw was kind of crap as well.
Yeah, and Venomous Blade on Ariane is so annoying. Just keeps coming back. And even think he can do probably either 2 unopposed or even 3 unopposed now. It's going to put him on 8, possibly 9.
Well, nothing placed on the bottom of either player's deck. That's the first, I think, for Mad King's Command.
You're in the second one, right?
Oh, the second one, yes, sorry. Okay, we've probably had that before, although I don't specifically remember having a double Mad King's Command. It must have done though. Okay.
Yeah, it does seem like 3 unopposed. Yeah, I don't see how Gabi can turn this around. With Starfall in play, a Venomous Blade, a Condemned, 2 cards in hand, no draw from Red Keep.
And there was a Secret Schemes. I bet.
Secret Schemes.
I bet he had a Scene in Flames, but yeah, just Venomous Blade. Nothing you can do. They play one, always one, but it's always there. And more draw.
Yeah, but no other challenge, and the dominance is tight, so stays at 8. But when you're afraid of Martell, Hollow Hill rushing you, you're doing pretty bad anyway.
Bara wins dominance.
Oh, of course, yeah, because she still has some.
Starfall.
She doesn't have Traitor, she has the other one.
Starfall is just extra there. It wasn't even used.
Yeah.
What now? So Venomous Blade is back in hand. Do you have to play... Okay. Just thinking, do you play King in the North just to stop that? But it seems equally hopeless. There's Robert. Doesn't have Relore support even if he had a Zora High Reborn.
Maybe I like. Oh, Bastard of Robert, that's a good one.
And one was discarded earlier, so had all 3. So that's actually kind of the best thing that could have happened here.
Yeah, I think we saw in the I don't know, in the round that they played against China, right? That was when he had that the Lena that fetched Robert, Bastard of Robert, that then kind of pretty good.
Actually
got this one. Yeah, the Relore guy is going to get Venomous Bladed though.
There's
One
2
of them.
Relore guys now.
And also, I mean, he doesn't have gold left, but unless he has nightmares, Robert is basically, a potato. And then, you can at least make one challenge with the Azora High. But still, it's not going to be enough, I fear, for Austria.
So, no stranger, you said?
No stranger, no. So he has siege preparations still left and march to the wall.
So I think that puts him in a decent position now, Gabi. I mean, those Bastards of Roberts were really great for repopulating.
Yeah, but
I mean, it's not great, but you know.
We could have last the Giants into Jakan Hagar or something, and then bye Robert, right?
Yeah.
By the way, prize will now be given away as well for the non-war plots. Okay, so Starfall will probably deny the challenge altogether.
Well, they can also try to deny the military. I don't know, depends on.
Yeah, surprised she's not taken the blade actually. Maybe he plans to march. Or he knows that he has to, that Gabi has to do military because the other challenges are kind of denied. there's an arrow Hotach in hand now as well.
Can you defend the power?
Well, if Robert doesn't do a challenge and nothing annoying happens,
Yeah.
then you could try to defend the red keep, I guess. See what happens in the rest of the game, but you are giving prize away and unopposed intrigue for sure.
Yeah, but you get 2 cards and you don't lose the power, I don't know. So 3 plus 2 is for red keep, right? So you have 5 if with the reducers and the bastards.
Actually, looks like there isn't a scene in flames because Reducer is still standing there. It's going to defend the red keep. If there's an arrow Hotach, then you can just cry probably.
Well, actually, no, they can't, right? No, the reducers can. If you have to take Ariane to hand for Areo Hota, then the reducers are actually. I mean, the reducers and the bastards can defend against Bag and Brother, right?
Melisandre was the last card.
Oh,
Would have been nice next round. Well, if you can't win military, if you can't win power as Martell, do you even try? Is the question. I mean, power on Robert isn't that scary because you can expect to get rid of him on the next Morghulis, most likely.
but he has a Tower of Joy.
Yes.
Maybe you don't want to because he will also get power on the.
Yeah.
So this means that if just Robert now defends, there is definitely going to be Areo Hota, right?
Yeah. Okay, that should be enough to win still.
Yeah, and now if you do use Areo Hota, you kinda waste him a little bit, right?
Yeah, and there's no reason to do it. Just leave it. Win dominance. You're on 11. Okay, you've given 2 cards away, but it's not super urgent at the moment.
And you give away 2 power technically until you get rid of Robert.
Yeah. Is there something else that can get him?
Nightmares, but no gold.
Okay. Okay, he's going to take dominance rather than trying to trade her for a military icon, which may not be there. 11-5 plus price, so just with Starfall and some intrigue challenges, he can win. And is going to march his blade away, but now King in the North will at least stop that killing a guy. And stop Starfall, so maybe now Gabi going first, he can actually do an intrigue with the Acolyte. Warhammer would be nice.
Yeah, and Ariane can't escape the board. Not that she needs to because there's not gonna be reset from Baratheon. Joan Erin.
Plus a Red God's Blessing, okay. Well, now he can probably win 2 challenges with Robert's double renown. That will put him quite close, approaching 10. But he also needs to not give too much away, that's the thing. Because it's 12 plus priced. And if he wants to do intrigue, he will then also lose intrigue against him, maybe dominance. It could be the last round.
So if he wins 2 challenges with Robert, that's 4 power. And then if he wins another challenge with Robert, that's another power. And let's say 1 power on John Arryn and power for claim, it's 7 power that he can get.
Yeah.
He would have wanted to be in this place like 2 or 3 rounds ago, then he would
Yeah.
have looked not so bad. But
I mean, if he can survive
Yeah.
the round, he can win initiative against siege preparations, surely, and then he can see if it's closable. But Venomous Blade and Starfall will be coming back. That's the problem.
Yeah,
Yeah.
another problem is also he's going to get challenges back, and actually he will have to defend at least some of them because there's also going to be price. So basically, Martell is on 13 already. Intrigue is going to be unopposed. That's 14. Have to be able to defend power still.
But it does make this at least now a little interesting.
Yeah, 11.
Well,
I don't think you can do military though.
no, I think you have to defend power. So he's now with the price on 12. Have to
Intrigue.
get unopposed intrigue, so it's 13.
And Dom depends.
Yeah. And we basically know the Zarya Hota. Clearly that was the Arya Hota challenge before, right?
Yeah. Safe this round though with King in the North. Rihanna is not going to trade
Oof.
herself either. Okay, Stannis wouldn't have had renown. And just about wins dominance. So 13 plus priced. Can't kill John Arryn with Venomous Blade to just win from his ability.
Well, he can't kill John Arryn, right? He's not in the Venomous.
No,
Blade
he's not.
challenge.
So do we have Clash of Kings? Because if we do,
Yes.
then Gabi plays that and sees what happens.
It's that, yeah, right. I mean, he has to. Because next round, even if he plays Tower of Joy and saves Robert, then John Arryn goes, plus Price, and then it's over.
Yeah, he has to win now in the first challenge. Ooh,
Oh,
Okay.
what the hell? Not Clash of Kings. Okay, I mean he still kind of has a win in one challenge and he has still Zora High on him. I mean, okay.
nice. Wow, I didn't think this would get so close and so tight. I'm very happy about this again. Thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a wonderful game.
but yeah, I mean look at the gold and the cards. I mean there's going to be answers now.
Sorry. So standing. Alright.
Yeah, you can use
you
Bastard
can-
of Robert to return Rian Martell.
Ariane Martell, yeah, so she's not annoying. Or even the condemned one, I don't know.
Yeah. I mean that's an intrigue icon.
Yeah, I mean, if he gets stuck for days. Or he will maybe even get. Because I think Bastard of Robert can get the blade. This one can get the blade. One of them can get.
By the way, if John Arryn gets killed this round, Gabi's first player, so if he's on 14, he wins the game from his ability.
Okay.
Okay, now it also depends when you trigger this, right?
You-
Because you don't know when Bing passes passes marshalling.
You could trade Acolyte, who's going to die now, but probably want to do it in challenges for Rian Martell.
Breaking ties is just action.
Yeah. Seven gold. There is ambush for Dorish Spy is ambush 4 and Shadow City Bastard is ambush 3 if I remember correctly. Those can come in regardless of her ability. Okay, doesn't want John Arryn to gain renown, which means at the moment it's not quite enough, and if he takes the intrigue icon, then Gabi doesn't have it.
But you would want
But
to.
if you win power, get Robert's double renown, you're on 14, and then you can do the John Arryn trick.
How do you do the John Arryn trick though?
Can you do it with click?
Yeah, but he
Oh, it
triggers
has
when
to
he
be
dies.
Killed, not just play, sorry.
Military first.
Wouldn't you want to have Ariane back before you do the challenge,
Yeah, I
so
would
she cannot bring in Arya in?
desperately want to do that.
Yeah, but if you get rid of Ariane now to remove Robert, I don't know, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, that was kind of obvious, honestly.
Okay, can he still win? Because if he doesn't close now, then Bing closes on the way back, right? I don't respond.
Now you don't have power challenge at all.
I mean, with the red keep, you can still win it. Okay, she can.
Yeah.
She still has the intrigue icon though, right?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, but he ends up at 14, right? And then has to concede the unopposed.
Yeah, but still has also breaking ties, which he can use John Arryn with that. If he remains standing, he can also do power with 1, and if they don't both oppose, you use Bastard Robert to breaking ties 1 away. Then it's unopposed and it's game over.
Interesting. Yeah. Well, okay.
There could also be a play very late in the challenges phase to breaking ties the Iron Throne. 13. Okay, I think Reducer does power and see if it's defended properly. Yeah. And it is. You can still use it to win though, but I think that loses the game.
I think it's lost now because Arya can't be breaking. You can't use breaking ties on Arya.
And he gets unopposed. Oh, actually, he doesn't get unopposed. You use the bastard now, yeah? You win the power. You're on 14-13, and Arya cannot do military. He gets unopposed, but John dies, and Gabi wins the game.
No, but wouldn't it be 14-14 after Dom?
No, because Gabi is going to 14 now, right?
Yeah. Yeah. He would. Okay, he cannot do the. Okay, but isn't then he just?
Okay, vengeance. So that was what he needed, and he has it. Of course.
Okay, yeah.
Yes.
So I had all the answers.
That was quite an effort. I wonder if Clash of Kings. I mean, without breaking ties, I don't think even with Clash of Kings, maybe could have. I don't know, but yeah, good effort for Gabi.
That was close at the end.
Just needed one more Martell thing not to happen, basically, and he would have had it.
Congratulations to China for winning the World Cup yet another time. And also congratulations to Austria. I mean, amazing second place. It can't be closer. So well played here overall in the final and the whole tournament. But China did it again. They are on top again. Congratulations.
Yeah.
A really exciting round altogether. That game, I thought it was completely over for Baratheon and almost had it.
Yeah, China wins for the third time in the last 4 years now. So since COVID, basically, they've won 3 of the 4 and 1 they lost in the final. This one was close. They had a couple of these extra games where could have gone either way. And in this final, I mean, the Night's Watch game, they won just by one power, by one hedge knight not being in play.
Yeah, I think the
And
fact that Samuel thoroughly won the entire game, the one that never sees play or
yeah,
rarely sees play, that is quite nice as well.
and then they had the Tyrell game against Reinhardt where the put the sword stuff happened. I mean that it was kind of one-sided in the end, but I think that was a playable matchup for them to close, and Austria hung on. And this one looked so lost. I mean, honestly, now that I've seen this comeback, we can probably say that it was a very playable matchup for Bara in hindsight. So if this happened a round earlier, or if something was able to survive, if Venom's Blade was not in rotation, then I think Austrian probably had it. But yeah. Bing does it again, surviving with this Martell Hollow Hill.
Sorry.
And there we are. Are we going to see China crowned on the jousting pavilion? Probably not, unless Hannes is quickly on it. But yeah.
Okay, I'll jump right to it.
Don't
Give me
bother, it's
1
not that
second.
important. Yeah, I think everyone knows. Okay, so let's see if there's anything in the chat. Struggling a bit with the one screen here. Apologies for that. Oof, lots of stuff. Yeah, thanks everyone for watching. I think this was quite an exciting one. Yeah, if it went another round, China would win for sure. The only way you can stop Price is if you have Uneasy Truce, which is not in the deck. Basically, Gabi needed to close. So as soon as Vengeance was played, it was over. If not, he would be on 14. But yeah, you're right. China gets to 14 with just by passing to Dominance, and then it's still a win in the next plot phase, I think. Price happens before you could Morgulis your own John away, and you would not go first on Morgulis anyway, so China would go first and trigger John. I mean, John simultaneously resolves, and the first player decides who wins if they both get to 15 for that.
Okay.
Yeah, so let's take this opportunity actually to invite everyone to the next big team tournament that's going to happen. We have the 8 Regents of Westeros 2024, the third edition of this tournament, coming up registration is open for about 3 weeks and a bit, I think. So it's coming up in July with the draft and the assembly of teams, and then August for the start of the actual playing stage of the tournament. So we have already in the first few days 30 players registered, and hope to see everyone there. I'll be probably sitting it out since Greywind is still not banned, but I'll be streaming.
Wait, I thought you are the regent of House Stark. I think that was the deal.
That would be mildly amusing. Go crazy with Greywind. No, I'll of course. I can't keep this joke up forever. It's my favorite tournament, so I'll most likely play unless Greywind annoys me even more in the meantime.
I promise not to play a lot of games against Micha in the meantime, just so he doesn't change his mind.
And yeah, I mean, the 8 Regents is not a problem, because you play you're not playing Bara control all the time into Greywind, right? There's one Greywind in 7 weeks, and not every faction fears Greywind. Honestly, some don't care, so I think we'll be fine. Yeah. So hopefully we can see everyone in the 8 Regents. Yeah, there we are. China is your champion, as you can see here. And congratulations to all everyone here basically who's made the cut, and everyone who's fought for the cut, but especially to China for their first win, and Austria, I think Austrian
first win.
For their title in
Well,
Austria.
first win this year. Right, so they only won this one this year.
Technically, Super Duck already won them all awards.
True.
Yeah, I think I was going to say actually Austria and Catalonia still waiting for their first win. They've been fighting it out these last few years, always getting close. So they are next in line, I think, as teams that have not won it yet. And we've seen France and Germany win in previous years as well. So I think those 5 teams, as we mentioned before, the whole thing even started, are the 5 dominant teams, and we'll see if they remain so next year as well.
Yep.
Okay, guys, anything else you want to add, or shall we wrap it up?
No, but I'm fairly confident with the way it went that we will be back next year with another Team World Cup in 2025.
Awesome.
Yeah, hopefully we have as much fun as this year, maybe even more if we get a better number, or if we get some new teams, some that we're missing. Canada maybe is promising. I don't know what the problem is with the UK. They have the players. They should be able to fill the team, apart from Scotland that had two guys. And honestly, Czech Republic, we should be more aggressive in forcing them to play. They had 30 players at Starek. They should be able to fill the team for the World Cup. Come on, and they've played in previous years and got close to winning, so they should be able to compete. So I hope to see them. But yeah, everyone else pretty much there. Australia also kind of missing from the teams that could have. I know that they're struggling with. They have a time zone clash with everyone basically almost, and yeah, they don't have people to organize all the stuff. They would be able to get a few players together at least. So hopefully you can get them next year as well.
Thank you so much for organizing this tournament. Thank you for the bots, Hannes. Working pretty nicely
It's my
now.
pleasure.
Yeah, I enjoyed
He's
that.
coming. He's coming back for 8 regions. Wombat will be back.
Thank you.
Okay, and thank you all for watching the World Cup with us. We had, I think this is video 89 on the playlist, so I hope you enjoyed the ones you watched. We'll wrap the playlist with this one, and I'll put the no problem. I'll put the link to the registration for the 8 regions in the description of the YouTube video, and hopefully see everyone there as well. So thanks for joining us, and have a good rest of the day.
Bye bye.
Bye.